Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. We're living in a time where, the wicked is starting to be revealed, man. Esau, Edom, Amalek, their true identity is starting to be known, not throughout, the people in the truth, people in the faith, but throughout the four corners of the earth, right? Because, as you may know, there's a war going on between so-called Israel, which are the Israelis, and so-called Palestine, which are Palestinians. And one of the quotes Palestinians and others have been using is, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." Now, it seems harmless, it seems like it's like a harmless quote, because the river they're referring to in that quote is from the Jordan River, and the sea is the Red Sea. So from the Jordan River to the Red Sea, Palestine will be free. And that just still happens to where the land of Israel currently is, man. It's between the Jordan River and the Red Sea, right? So, nonetheless, now you have Salachya. I just went to Google what the slogan really meant, because if you type it in, when Google doesn't want you to find something, when you start typing it in the search bar, no results will pop up after it. It's like it doesn't want you looking for it. So when I typed it in, with the first result was the Amalek website, man. Now, why would a Palestinian quote be the first result be an Amalekite website? It's because from the river to the sea, Palestine would be free, according to the American Jewish Committee, is an anti-Semitic slogan, man. All right, but it really can't be, because Palestinians, if I'm not mistaken, are Shemitic too, if they descend from the seed of Ishmael. All right. Wait, Salachya. No. Wait a second. Let me fact check that. No, because Ishmael was before. Wait, no, he wasn't. Salachya. Yeah, because Ishmael's the seed of Abraham, so he's a Semite too. Because the flood was in Genesis 7. But nonetheless, yeah. So if Palestinians are Shemites too, that's the slogan can't be anti-Semitic. But this is they don't want people looking up that slogan because they don't want to see the history behind it. So the first result is a web page telling you, as an Amalekite web page telling you that it's an anti-Semitic term slogan, right? And of course they say that to everything that's against their goals, man, against their missions, man. All right, let me go to the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'm gonna start from verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither in spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Mashiach is at hand, man. All right, because the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. So of course, when the scriptures describe the day of the Lord, it's a dreadful thing, man. I remember talking to a woman in the world, and I asked her, because she goes to church every Sunday, and I asked her, does your pastor, or do you have any idea what the day of the Lord will look like or what life will be like when the Lord returns? And she goes, no, I don't want to think about that. Because it's troubling in the mind for most people. Now, if you're living right, it's a glorious thing to see the Lord return, to put the wicked under subjection, right? And, and bring judgment upon this place, man. Because it's sore needed, man. If it wasn't needed, the Lord wouldn't do it, man. There's a reason why the Lord does everything he does, man. Everything he does is with a purpose. There's nothing the Lord does or says and says, oh, I did that for no reason. there's a reasoning behind it. It may not just be in our strength to know all the reasonings of the Lord, but we're gonna find out one day, Lord willing, man. All right, verse 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, Salachya, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right, and that's what Esau, I mean, that's what the so-called white man's plan is, especially the Amalekites, man. They set themselves up to be as the Most High, as the authority upon the entire planet, man, as the holy people, when they're not, man. And they're really the wicked, man. All right? And they're getting revealed throughout the four corners of the earth. The people are seeing their true identity, man. People are starting to realize it. Back in the day, not even that long ago, a couple of years ago, all the Amalekite would have to do was be like, oh, the Holocaust, this is the Holocaust all over again. And people would feel sorry for them, all right? Because that's what their plan was, because they control everything, including the education system. So their plan was, to beat upon people's head. Even as a child, 6 million Amalekites died in the Holocaust. So you keep hearing that number over and over, and you grow up thinking that's the worst thing that ever happened. There are other people out there that killed way more people than Hitler allegedly did. And I say allegedly because the Holocaust isn't what you think. If your people controls the mainstream media, the education, they control everything. The banking system, the government, what comes out as historical facts. If they control that, of course they're going to make themselves either look good or make themselves be the victim. All right, so when you research what the Holocaust was about, the truth behind the Holocaust, man, and you can find a lot of those videos on BitChute and Rumble. You won't find too many of those videos on YouTube. But when you find the truth about the Holocaust, man, you'll understand that why I say allegedly 6 million people died. All right, because one of the things too, in the 1930s, because Amalekites are a small population on the earth. I believe only in Babylon alone, in America alone, only 2% of the population are Amalekites, man. So Amalekites are a small population compared to the entire planet, man. All right, so when you say 6 million died in the 1930s, 1940s, that means you wiped out a huge portion of their population. But if you go into the population records of Amalekites in the 1930s and the 1940s, they actually grew in number. They didn't decline. They grew in number. So that's why, another reason why I say allegedly. But nonetheless, this is these facts are part of the falling away, man. The man of sin being revealed, man. All right. Scripture talks about how Amalek, the so-called J-Wish man, is the least of the flock, but that's really a derogatory term, because in the book of Numbers, it calls Amalek the first of the nations. Amalek got a lot of pull, man. Even though they're a small minority, they got a lot of pull, man. And the reason for that is because the Lord set them up to be that way, man. So before the Lord returns and before judgment happens, Amalek and the wicked have to be revealed, man. And this is part of it. All right, Esau, Edom, and Amalek being revealed. All right. And when they do things to try to hide the truth, it makes the truth come out more. Just like I remember, I don't remember, but I remember seeing a documentary in the 90s about a rap group called the 2 Live Crew. And they tried to pull their records off the shelves in the stores because they said it was too vulgar. So what they did, they put a band on it, and they put parental advisory stickers, labels on the CD cover. And it didn't turn people away from buying the CD. It actually made people want to buy it more. Because when you hide something, it makes people want to seek it out. So when Amalek does things to hide the truth, It makes people want to seek it out. Like, why is he doing this? There's got to be another reason, all right? And so really, you can't do nothing for the truth, or Salachya, you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, man. And this is the time that we're in now, man. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 27. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Right? Deceit is going to be quenched, man. All right? There's going to be no more trickery and lies and deception, man. All right? The Lord's going to do away with all of this, starting with the truth, man. The truth is what's going to conquer everything. Right? In verse 28, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And what's the truth? You know, the truth of these scriptures, first and foremost, right? But also the truth behind people's identities and who people really are in this world, man. Right? People got to understand the truth of the scriptures is there's a nation of people that the Lord hates, man. There is a nation of people that the Lord hates. Let me go. Numbers 24 and 19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. Right? And out of Jacob shall come he. It's talking about Yahushua. It's the return of our Lord, man. And that's the truth too. That, you know, because Amalek, weirdly enough, doesn't believe that the Messiah returned already. Doesn't believe in Yahushua, man. Amalekites, Judaism, they believe in a Messiah, but they don't believe that he came already and that he's coming again. They believe the return of Yahushua is going to be the first time he's ever touched the earth. But you see, this is how they have the book, but they don't understand the book. And they teach lies, man. And that's another deception that's going to be done away with, man. Deception of false religions, man. Confusing the masses of people out here, man. All right. Verse 20. Salachya, I'm about to say Amalek 24. Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Right. You know, because Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end is that he's going to be perished forever, man. You know, because every nation is going to, you know, dwell peacefully in the kingdom of in the kingdom of heaven. But even though they're going to be under subjection to us, Lord, we're part of that number, you know, they're still going to dwell peacefully, man. They're not going to have to worry about war and things of that nature, man. All right? They're not going to have to worry about famine unless they go off. The only time they have to worry is when they go off. That's when they have to worry. But other than that, they're going to be dwelling in peace, man. But Esau, Edom, and Amalek, man, after 1,000 years, they're going to be done away with. All right? So, you know, this is why his latter end shall be that he perish forever, man. You know, people are going to read the scriptures and be like, yo, what's an Edomite? You got to think, imagine 100,000 years from now, people are going to read the scriptures, or, you know, they're going to know it in their inward parts already. And be like, yo, what the hell is an Edomite? Or what does an Edomite look like? Things of that nature, man. All right, they'll have their physical description in the scriptures, but they will never have the experience to dwell among them, to see them, to be under subjection to them, right? They're going to be erased, man. Erased. He's going to perish forever, man. The Lord's going to do away with these people, man. Because look how they act. Look how they behave when the Lord put them in power, man. All right? Look at this, man. Oh, that's the spirit, man. I'm driving right now, and I see a light pole with posters taped to it, and it says "Bring them home." It's a bunch of kidnapped, so-called Amalekites, you know. But look at this, man. Bring them home. That's the spirit. You know, I'm doing a lesson on Amalekites, and this shit pops up, man. And which is another lie, man. It's another lie, because reports came out, you know, on October 7th. Not only was the mainstream media there already, but also the mainstream media was there already because they had the heads up that something was going to go down. But also, Israeli helicopters was doing the shooting too. So, you know, and this is why they're not so, me speaking as a man, when I say this is why they're not so pressed to bring these hostages home, to say, oh, we'll do whatever it takes to bring the hostages home. Because the hostages that were there understand and know who the true enemy was. They got fired upon by their own government, man. Just like they did, you know, in Babylon in 9/11. Which is crazy because 9/11 was done by the U.S. government too, or perpetrated by the U.S. government. But also, Amalek was behind that too, man. A lot of Amalekites got rich and were seen at the scene like a week before 9/11 happened. Amalekites were doing a tour of the Twin Towers, and allegedly they planted explosives in there. All right, but you know, the truth is coming out, man, and the wicked can't hide no more, man. This is the book of 1 Ezra chapter 4. Oh, Spirit. 1 Ezra 4 and 37. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, the women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them, and their unrighteousness also they shall perish. Right. And the reason they mention wine, the king, women, because I believe these men had a competition to say amongst each other to say which is the strongest, and each one picked a thing, saying woman is the strongest. You know, because they could, basically attack the king. Wine is the strongest. The king is the strongest, you know. And they said, but nonetheless, you can read 1 Ezra 4 to read it, to read the account. But verse 38, as for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Right. The truth is going to endure and conquer it forevermore, man. The truth is going to conquer any enemy that comes against it. And the main enemy of the truth is deception and lies, man. So we're coming into a time where the truth is going to spread more rapidly. You know, don't be surprised, you know, when soon come, when you see brothers on the highways and byways starting to go viral because of what's going on in the world now, man. Because now you have men on the highways and byways saying that they're for Israel, but not for Israelis, but for the Israelites. And now you have protest and tension all throughout the four corners of the earth for the Palestinians. So now, people bump heads and shit go viral. Just like that one time in a couple of years ago at that, I believe it was a Trump rally, and brothers went semi-viral. They didn't even go viral like that. But the mainstream media tried to hide, what was really going on. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great Milson, I rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Wabal.